And I use statistics from Pinterest to have a glow up. Body edition. 2 months ago, I pinned the first 100 aesthetically pleasing bodies that popped up on my Pinterest feed in a non-size inclusive way. Use that board to do a statistical analysis of common traits they might have. I only found 4. All of them had a very high occurrence rate. 92% had clear waist definition. No matter the size of the subject, almost every single one of them had a waist definition. There was a clear point, there was some degree of tapering in at the waist. In line with this, 89% had built out shoulders, but a staggering 91% had a hip size that was proportional to their shoulder size. And perhaps the biggest common factor of all was that 96% of the body seemed symmetrical. Knowing these specific statistics, I took a look at my body and I jotted down some starting measurements. The shoulder to waist to hip ratio was not very high, and I classified my body into the shape of a rectangle, which was one of the least common body types found on my Pinterest board. I went in search of a good fitness program. That took me from this to this in 6 weeks. If we look closely at the before and the after, that the program improved my posture, symmetry, and waist definition. Put my shoulders out almost an inch, lost 3 inches around my waist, 4 inches around my mom pooch, my lower stomach. My hips stayed the exact same. My glutes grew by over an inch, lost 2 inches on my thigh without losing any weight. And no, this is not sponsored. To this fitness transformation, I used ATU Mobile, which is not an app, it is a website. It is created by celebrity personal trainer Steve Zim. Celebrity clientele includes Jessica Biel, Ashley Judd, Christian Bale, and Chris Evans. This picture of Jessica Biel was taken at a time where Steve was her personal trainer, and just with that, I was sold. That's still not enough to convince you. Also the trainer behind the viral BuzzFeed videos, We Train Like Superheroes for 30 days, and we lost 22% of body fat in 6 weeks. As well as Michelle Carr's viral video, I Train Like a Victoria's Secret Model for 5 weeks. Very surprised to hear that he did have an at-home program, and it wasn't talked more about. Once I found it, paid the $30 a month, decided to give it a try. I also reached out to the gym that Steve owns here on TikTok called Tighter You Fitness. It's located in Culver City, California. Asked if it would be alright if I did a review of his at-home program. I reached out to him. He was kind enough to hop on a Zoom call, answer questions that I had about the program, as well as give me tips supplement-wise, nutrition-wise, as to what I should be doing. And this was week 1 on the program, and this was taken last week. Screenshot from a video on week 6. I've had a lot of people ask what exactly the website looks like and how to use it. I'm going to give you a brief synopsis and actually show you. Each day you'll log in, has all of the workouts listed out. Has videos where he shows you exactly how to do the moves.
Begin by grabbing a dumbbell in the middle of the hand. Spread your feet more than shoulder width apart. Point your toes out to the side. Put the weight into your heels and begin by breathing in and dropping into a squat position. Make sure your knees do not cross your toes and push your hips as far back as you can.
Each day there's about 15 different workouts that take about 30 minutes to complete. Actually, that's not quite true. Usually 10 to 12 workouts usually. And then there's stretches in between that are listed as one of the numbers. For me, daily, it takes about 20 minutes to complete, some days 30 minutes, but it is not very time consuming. And as for supplements, here's what Steve told me to take. Some BCAAs once a day after my workout, apple cider vinegar gummy before every meal, melatonin to help me sleep at night, and yerba mate tea, which does have some good research behind it in terms of having anti-obesity effects. It makes sense to me why it would be used to help get waist definition. As for nutrition, I followed his guidelines in his book Superhero Nutrition. It's very cheap to get online. Most days, I just follow the meal plan that he has in the book. Like for example, yogurt, berries, and boiled eggs for breakfast, green salad, some sushi, and some edamame for lunch, and a green salad, the chicken and cauliflower casserole, and some sweet potato fries for dinner. But in general, meals that I repeated for myself were egg whites, oatmeal, and berries for breakfast, usually a protein like chicken or salmon, and a salad for lunch, and another protein like chicken or salmon paired with roasted vegetables for dinner. Here are Steve's basic rules. You eat 2 to 3 meals a day. You space your meals 5 to 6 hours apart with no snacking in between. In the book, he goes into depth about how that is because of insulin. There is no limitation on how much quality food you consume, and foods such as salad qualify as free foods. The control of insulin is a very big focus in his book, and insulin is very big in the fitness world. The control of insulin, as you can see in medications like Ozempic, because of the effect that it has on your body storing fat. I did find his program very easy to stick to, and on my cheat meal every week, Peeps were in season, I would often replace my whole meal with Peeps. I feel like the cheat meal did make it easier to stick to, as well as not being limited to certain portions. If I was really hungry, I'd eat more. If I wasn't that hungry, I'd eat less. I like that there was that intuitive piece of his plan. And his workouts are very easy to stick to. Again, this is not sponsored, but let me give you one more video of before and after, so you don't think that I photoshopped the before and after picture. Again, my weight did not change. My measurements and body fat percentage definitely did go down in many places. So gain muscle in my shoulder, chest, and glutes, which was the goal, create more of an hourglass shape without changing my weight. That is all I have for the analysis of having an aesthetically pleasing body. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.